What's going on, Sagittarius? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of April 2024. So in this reading, Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you don't see coming, and also get some advice for you from your angels and spirit guides, and so much more regarding the month of April 2024 for you. So how's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. So I'm going to pull the energy and we will see what is coming your way. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Sagittarius. Yes. Okay, Sagittarius. So it looks like it's going to be a very interesting month for you for sure. You know, like there's definitely something coming through right off the bat about you exploring your options when it comes to a team, or like really like being aware of how important it is to have the right people around you. Because like right now, like Sagittarius could feel like there's a lot of people around you who you need to like be like this, like either take what I'm saying seriously or like this. You know, there could be something about that you don't want to admit, that you've surrounded yourself with people who actually aren't going to get you where you want in life. That's just a sub message, and trust me, it's not going to be what the whole reading's about. So before we get into the tarot, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. And these oracle cards contain the themes, or some themes that Spirit wants you to be aware of, that you're going to be dealing with in the month of April. So I'm going to show you them in a successive order. The first one is Pisces energy, the spiritual dreamer energy, very spiritual energy. The second one is the 8th house of transformation and mystery as well. Very mysterious spiritual energy having to do with Scorpio energy as well. It's interesting, the 8th house also has to do with other people's money. And I do feel like there's this thing about you may be around people who you're convinced that are good for you, but they're actually not, and they're sabotaging your subconscious. And then you also have Sagittarius, the world explorer, which is obviously a very spiritual energy. It's your own energy. So, you know, this is definitely telling me right off the bat that you're going to be focusing on you or exploring the spiritual world. The thing that Sagittarius, the 8th house, and Pisces all have in common is that it doesn't seem to be very grounded. You know, Sagittarius actually can be, but it's very much so lofty. It's very much so dreamlike. I've had a dream since I was your age that one day I would have international control of the world. So that might be what this month feels like a little bit, because whenever you combine Pisces, the dreamer, with the 8th house of transformation and mystery, you will be going through a very big spiritual transformation that probably will alter your philosophy or your beliefs. Because what do we know about Sagittarius? It has to do with belief systems and philosophy and spiritual and fiery exploration. So something is going to happen here. You know, it's almost like that frequency that the truth will set you free, but at first it will piss you off. And it's interesting because every other sign has just had a complete, overwhelming positive reading. And I know that April 2024 is going to bring a whirlwind of change for every single sign. And for you, it seems like there may be a bitter thing that you have to wake up to in terms of the spiritual energy. It's interesting that you have Pisces, 8th house, and Sagittarius. And when we look at your overall general energy, it's much more grounded and focused on interpersonal conflict. So many of you are going to have the spiritual scaries here, where there may be people who are around you who have entity attachments that are no longer benefiting you. I want to keep in mind, you keep in mind, most people walking the planet today have multiple demonic attachments, but because there's nothing to be worried about. We live in a universe that is completely spiritual, and if you have a negative behavior that you do over and over and over again, it gives entities an opportunity to, it's like an invitation that you're giving to attach to you because you have that negative behavior. I feel that you start to really become aware of some of your own behaviors that actually, like almost like a grounded behavior that leeches spiritual energy. But for many of you, it will be having to do with the team that you surround yourself with. It could be people that you work with on a daily level. This could have to do with your work. Like, I can't work with these people anymore. Could be people you live with. I can't live with these people anymore. Could be people that you strategize. They're not helping me anymore. You know, you may have a big realization here that it's not, you know, you may not have to be friendly with everyone. There may be a real letdown of a lack of emotional connection in the midst of a very spiritual month. But I would let you know that I do feel this is happening for your highest good, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tarot. Your opportunity is so you're going to go through a lot of spiritual transformation that will alter your beliefs about reality. But it may be something that whatever gets altered, I feel it will actually be very illuminating and very powerful. But it may be something that causes you to put up boundaries and say, can't deal with this anymore. But this also may be something that you need to look at within yourself that you're not seeing. So we'll get into it. Your opportunity is the 7 of Pentacles, and that's a good opportunity. You know, this is about gratitude first and foremost. You know, gratitude is one of the most slept on frequencies, and this is about being grateful for certain things in your life that are coming to fruition. I do feel that it's a very important month for you for relationships. I just sense that there's honestly either I feel like it's more of like a group people around you that, man, it's like there could even be people around you that are throwing off your own spiritual energy is what I really feel. And it's almost like if you know, that's what I really feel for some reason, Sagittarius. But the 7 of Pentacles is also about good karma. It's about the fruits of your labor coming to order. So there could be a lot of spiritual work that you've done over the course of your life that has set yourself up for this moment. All the exploration that you've done, all of the experimenting that you've done, all of the different things that you have tried. I feel like this month you're going to have a good grasp on it all. Because if you look at this opportunity, this person is looking at these things from like an objective level. You know, this person is like looking at this little world of pentacles that they have created. So in some sort of way, you're like managing moving parts, potentially to do with your finances, but it's amidst a spiritual storm. The challenge is the Ace of Cups here. So there could be love coming in that is distracting you. There could also be a love coming in that just feels there's something wrong about it. There could be something coming in that feels it felt so wrong, it felt so right. Katy Perry, I hope I'm mine. So I don't know, Ace of Cups in the challenge is like somehow new love coming in for you that's very challenging. This could also have to do with a new flood of emotions coming in as a result of your beliefs and philosophy changing. Because remember, Sagittarius, from an alien perspective, and the alien does whatever he wants in his readings and no media will attack this. And this isn't about this reading. And what I'm saying is that your emotions, and you're having an emotional challenge, it looks like. And remember, your emotions predominantly only can arise within you due to a belief that you have. And I feel that you have unconsciously taken on the negative, unproductive beliefs of those around you. And it could even be at a subconscious level. The 8th house has to do with mystery and hidden things. But your emotions can only arise within you as a result of a belief that you have. If you believe that it's a rainy day, then you're going to feel sad on a rainy day. If you believe that I love rainy days like me, then you'll feel joy on a rainy day. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's going to be a shift to that where you start to have actually positive emotions as a result of you changing a belief, but that's your challenge. You know, that's really what I feel. And this could be triggered by a lot of things happening in a very mysterious way. With the theme being Pisces, the 8th house, and Sagittarius, you know, this can be something that is only translated to you in a way that you understand. It can be things that people actually think that you're crazy for and disconnect from you for. I sense that there's something around with people around you, Sagittarius, that I would be careful of casting your pearls before swine this month. I do feel that many of you, the advice is to not blurt about what you find out about. You could be penetrating to such a deep spiritual truth that people will not get it. You could be too far ahead of your time. And that's kind of what I feel here, is that your soul is somehow out of alignment with people that you're around, and you may have to make tough decisions about that in whatever way that means for you. But here's something that's coming through very strongly as well. It's like, and I'm sorry for not saying this earlier, you're going to be having such spiritual clarity this month, but it might be something that you have to not tell anyone about. And it may be very important that you don't, for reasons that you don't know. So whatever information that you get about a realization, you may want to really share it. You may really want to, but I'm telling you, at least wait till May. If you really have to share what you find, you are going to be tapping into something so deep that I honestly feel is like, this is between you and the universe, between you and God. You need to properly assimilate this before you bring it out to the world, but it will affect your relationships in some sort of way. And it could be something that is very hard for you to figure out. How am I going to integrate myself into the world now as a result of this insight? In your overall general energy, you have the 3 of Pentacles having to do with teamwork, collaboration on a physical level. You have the King of Swords, which is about a very kind of someone who knows their boundaries, someone who's very smart, but someone who is a little bit cold as well. And then you have the 2 of Swords, which is about someone, it's the no frequency. I'm not looking at that. I'm not speaking about that. And the first thing that I got from this reading is that there is going to have to be, you know, a boundary that you set, and this could be happening to you, by the way, as well. So be aware of this. You know, you could be on the receiving end of someone kind of shutting you out of a group. And for those of you that are sitting happy in a group right now, you may have a lot of spiritual downloads or changes that come in that make people uncomfortable, is what I really feel. So once again, maybe you avoid this by not speaking about it, but then is that authentic or not? I don't know. And then it's like this energy is seemingly very cold and serious. Very cold and serious, having to do with the 3 of Pentacles frequency of teamwork. Now, you want to be really sure that you are also not shutting out a spiritual download that has been trying to get to you as well, because you'll just think that it makes you look crazy. I did talk to you about that in a reading like a month ago or something. There was something about your belief systems are not allowing, you know, like integration of your spiritual thing. Is not going to be for all of you, for some of you, because the theme of this month is Pisces, the 8th house, mystery, and you're going to be getting a lot of explanations to a lot of things that may really make you uncomfortable. It may really cause a divide between your team, and it could be avoided if you just don't say anything about it, but then you might feel like you're going crazy. But it also could be something that you have no idea how you are going to take the profound golden insight, a mystery that may have been something that the whole world has been trying to figure out forever, and you get direct access to it. through your own Sagittarius exploration and your own spiritual abilities as a Sagittarius. The best spiritual teachers we have, okay? I feel for some of you, especially if you already are a spiritual teacher, meditate with this, please. You know, it's just as well, Mystic. The world... Hey, boy, you gonna get yourself killed, boy. I know. No, what? Maybe I shouldn't wait. Ooh. This is what my soul had to come to. And so let's just take a quick intermission. Let's talk about what you don't see coming. In what you don't see coming, you have the Six of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and also the Moon. So, in what you don't see coming, I feel there's a lot of mystery with the Moon energy entering your life. Things may seem unclear. The Moon has to do with your subconscious wounding as well. There could be subconscious things coming up from the past. The Six of Cups has to do with your roots. And the Queen of Pentacles has to do with abundance and the physical world here. So there could be something going on with a past way that you made money that is somehow throwing you off, or there's a mystery being illuminated about your past. I would say that as well. There's something here about something from your past is being illuminated. It could be like the decisions that you've made to involve yourself with certain people simply no longer make sense, but you don't know how to... I feel a lot of you, what's going to happen as well is that you know you're going to have to disconnect from a physical situation, but it doesn't really make any practical sense. There could be a lot of mystery around your finances at this time during this month. It could feel like there's not a usual flow that's happening in your finances. And I feel like it's a result of something from your past coming up, your wounding, or this could have to do with someone as well. There could also be, in what you don't see coming, a mysterious past life relationship. The Six of Cups has to do with the past, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon. There could be a mysterious past life relationship cropping up that throws a monkey wrench into all this. I don't know. It's not really standing out to me that much, but here is what is standing out to me. In your advice, Sagittarius, you have the Two of Cups upright, you have the King of Wands in reverse, and you have the Hermit here in terms of your advice from Spirit. So the first thing that I get here is that, you know, the King of Wands in reverse could be someone who's too eccentric, too ahead of their time, too passionate for others to handle, or it could be in a negative expression of that. I really feel like there's a large potential for you to be misunderstood by people at this time. And I feel like there could be something about you really trying to integrate whatever mystery that is being revealed to you, because I really feel like there is something that's going to change your belief system about the world or about yourself in this month, Sagittarius, that, once again, it may not be something that Spirit is advising you to blurt out, because some of you will do something foolish. The King of Wands in reverse, that could be your own energy. This could be someone around you who misunderstands what you're saying. This could be a lot of things going on. Misty trolling no D, huh? Who I smashed, that should be on TMZ, huh? Gosh! And so you have the... you have... Okay, this is your advice, right? So there's definitely something here about, you know, authenticity gone wrong, gone too far. This could be you feeling, your advice is that it's impossible. You know, this is really what it is as well. It's impossible for you to be authentic with the people that are around you. And it could be one person. It could be, I get like a team, people you work with, people you live with, people who you're around, your family you're very close with. This can be something that it's impossible for you to be authentic. And as a result of that, many of you are going to emotionally spaz. And many of you are going to be like, I'm the chosen one. You all thought I was a fake. I am Sagittarius. And they're just going to be like, and like act like everything's fine and then treat you like crap in the long run. Others of you may also have the potential of giving people truth that they are not ready for. You know, a very harsh lesson that I've been learning lately is to have compassion for the parts of me that didn't have the knowledge that I did now. Because part of my brand and the whole reason why I call people muggles which has to do with non-magic practicing folk, is because I personally believe that spiritual awakening is no longer a luxury on the planet. It is a necessity. So if I call you a muggle and that triggers something in you, then I'm doing my job. But what I'm now realizing is that maybe that does, not that, that's fine, but other things that I do, it really causes much more damage than it does help. And I feel that's the situation that you're in. You may have to take responsibility for your own words, for your own authenticity, as a very blessed dispenser of spiritual knowledge that you are as a Sagittarius. You could be embarking on things that it's going to take time to integrate. There can be people around you want to share, you can't share. And the Hermit is advising you to really, really sit with this, Sagittarius, before you decide exactly how it is that you want to take it out into the world. There could also be a truth that you are struggling with about how do people judge me if they know this truth about me. Because the 8th house has to do with sexuality. Sagittarius has to do with exploration. And Pisces has to do with merging. And it's funny to me that you would have the 2 of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, and also the Hermit. So there could be a negative expression, false expression of sexual energy on whatever end of the spectrum that you fall. There could be a truth here that you ain't want to see about yourself, dog. And it's okay. You got to be comfortable in your own skin. And that could be something that some of you are struggling with as well. So, there's a lot. I told you, there's a lot. So let's go ahead and start clarifying this reading. Ace of Cups is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles in reverse in your challenge. Or I don't know if it's really clarified, but the card jumped out onto it, okay? I do feel like, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse popped out right onto the Ace of Cups here. And so I feel like there's something here about an imbalanced emotions. There could literally be something that you can't even tell your mentor. You can't even tell your team. You can't even tell me, because even I wouldn't understand this one. And so maybe, look, there's something going on here. Very special. It's very special. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get into the clarification portion of this reading. You know what? We're going to do something different. Let's clarify why this is here, because it is standing out to me. Why is the 8th house here? Why is this a theme for you? The 8th house has to do with other people's money, occult knowledge, spirituality, mystery, mysticism, sexuality, and transformation. It's a theme for you right next to the Sagittarius, right next to the Pisces. You could be being challenged on a spiritual level like never before. Let's see, why is the 8th house card here? Well, the 8th house is clarified by the King of Cups upright, the Tower in reverse, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's some sort of shocking mystery that is going to trigger old wounding, and it may feel like you have to sit with it, and it's going to be very slow, gradual healing or integration process, and you don't like that. As a Sagittarius, you want to come over and hug the mystic right now. You want to give me a hug right now. And so you can't do that right now. Remember, there's this whole thing about the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, then the King of Swords, the 2 of Swords. You may have people alienating you because they intuitively sense that you need to go what you need to go through. You may make all these stories up. I've had a dream. And so, I don't even know. This is going to be a crazy month. Expect the unexpected. And just make sure you smash that like button twice.